cracking, y'all? I'm going to talk about Shedeur Sanders. Shout out to the Colorado Buffaloes. Shedeur, Shiloh, of course, Coach Prime, Travis Hunter, Weaver, Horn Jr., the whole nine, everybody that's on that squad, whether they're known or unknown. But Shedeur Sanders has really impressed the world with what he's been able to do. The media and a lot of critics were really doubting the ability of Shedeur as a quarterback because they only saw that he was, the baby boy of Dion, Coach Prime. But people really underestimated his ability to throw the ball. His IQ is A+ to me. And even when I started questioning, I was like, maybe he's not as athletic on his feet, or maybe he doesn't use his feet enough. Maybe that's the only thing I can take away from him. The last 2 games, he's been using his feet. He has at least 2 rushing touchdowns this season. He has plenty of passing touchdowns, but he has a couple of rushing touchdowns as well. So every time there's doubt in something he can do, somehow, some way, he proves people wrong. And he just shows that, look, he picks and chooses when he wants to do something and how he wants to do it. And some people can say, oh man, but I don't like his ego. I don't like his cockiness, his attitude. That's superior confidence. When you can excel at an elite level and still, or when you can be cocky, but you're still performing at an elite level consistently, you just got to respect that, because you're going to look like a hater. But one thing that a lot of people don't pay attention to with Shedeur is his toughness. Dude is tough. He's tough, man. He's, I think, out of all quarterbacks in college right now, college football, Colorado leads the league in sacks, or quarterback sacks, or at least Shedeur has been sacked more times than any quarterback in the league right now, or in college football, Division I at least. That's a problem. That's an error. That's something that needs to still be improved on week to week. But you cannot take away from the fact that this man has taken a lot of big hits, sacked many a times, but he gets right back up. Even if he's banged up a little, he gets right back up and gets back out there, and then he competes, and then he's clutch. Shedeur Sanders is clutch. Like I say, he goes Brady mode, and when it's time to shine and when the back is against the wall, he doesn't fold under that pressure. He rises to the occasion. And that's what's going to be something that's going to be very helpful for him and crucial for him even when he goes to the league, because there's a lot of quarterbacks that get drafted. And there's a lot of quarterbacks who do pretty good, who can keep their starting jobs, but not all quarterbacks are tough, mentally tough and physically tough. Shedeur Sanders may not be the most athletic looking guy, but when you're a quarterback, there ain't too many quarterbacks that are just like have the physique of a running back, cornerback or receiver, and still play at, be a top tier level quarterback. But Shedeur has shown that he can run when he needs to. He's already proven that he can throw the ball with pure accuracy. But he's also shown that he has a high IQ. He has composure. He doesn't get rattled, even when things are not going well. And it could be the first 3 quarters of the game. It's like a nightmare. 4th quarter, he'll get it together. Especially when they know they're still in the game and they have a chance to compete and try to come back. He's going to do what he needs to do. And he's not going to give up. Even if they're down. He's not, I haven't seen him be like, man, it's over, man. I ain't going to put for the effort. Hey, Pops, can you just sub me out, put the other quarterback in? No. He's still going to get out there and compete. He's building his stock. These NFL scouts, recruits, and agents, they're all licking their chops right now. They're like waiting for the day that he declares for the draft. I hear talks that it's a possibility that in the future, Shiloh and Shedeur will go to Atlanta. Who knows? That would be nice, though. That's the team that Coach Prime started at. Is the Atlanta Falcon. That's where prime time, or the slogan prime time, really took off. And there's some talented players over there. Bijan Robinson just got drafted to the Falcons. Bijan Robinson from UT. He was number 5 last season. Was making all the college dudes look like high schoolers or Pop Warners. The way he was just juking and easily just getting through defenders. And Bijan Robinson enters the draft, and the Falcons picked him up, and he's playing very well. Very well. He is not a fluke. All of that Reggie Bush-like skill set that we saw in college is still showing in the NFL. And if for some reason in the near future Shedeur and Shiloh join, it's going to be a problem, man. It's definitely going to be a problem. So it wouldn't be wise to hate on someone like Shedeur. And it wouldn't be wise to hate on someone like Shiloh. Because Shiloh is a dog. He out there cracking dudes. He ain't soft. Let's be real here. He wears the same numbers as his dad. Right now, it's to be determined if he's going to turn out to be greater than his dad was as a DB. It's doubtful right now, but who knows? But one thing we can say is Shiloh was a lot tougher than his dad was as a DB. He a headhunter. He going after dudes. He ain't scared of the contact. Matter of fact, he knocking dudes flat. Now, he did get stiff-armed last game, but that happens to everybody. I was a DB. That's happened to me before, where you trying to make the tackle and the running back get the jump on you, and they pop that helmet, whether, there was one dude one time, I was about to make the tackle, and he just jammed my face mask, just jammed it back. And I just fell right away. I had to get myself back up to try to catch up. But, that was a clever thing that he did. I think old dude did Shiloh. He just kind of like pushed him in the ground in a way because he already got the jump on his face mask. But anyway, Shedeur Sanders. Put some respect on his name. Y'all can hate on the fact that that's his thing, but look, everybody doing it now. Everybody got the watch on, or not everybody, but those people that got the watches on, or they'll use this as a as a way of saying, hey, I'm stunting on y'all. To all my haters, they got their diamond watches on. You got DJ Khaled doing it. All these other different artists and celebrities that are activating that Shedeur Sanders energy. So I'm proud of them, man. I've watched them since they were kids. They had their reality show. We watched them grow up in front of our eyes, really. We watched Coach Prime raise his kids, and we've seen the ups and downs. But it's a great thing to see that everybody has, come together and forgiven each other and has healed. And everybody's coexisting and co-parenting and all of that, to where Now Deion Sanders can be at coaching his games, and all of his exes can show up to the games, and there's no problems. They're not bringing drama or trying to make accusations or nothing like that. They're living in the moment, and now they're seeing, wow, my ex-husband is just as important as I am to my kid. He is just as important to our kid or kids as I am. You know, some women have this selfishness and just this mentality, like as if children are only well off when they're just under the mom, but that's not entirely true. You have a father who has his head straight and is now here running the streets and doing wild stuff, and that wants to raise their children, be in their kids' life. They are the most powerful, most crucial asset to a child, a father figure. So I'm glad that some of the ladies that Deanna was connected with, that he had his kids with, that whom he's not with anymore, I'm glad that there's a respect level now, and it allows the kids, Coach Prime's kids, to thrive and blossom and be who they are without the worries and the setbacks of the parents, petty arguments and personal stuff that they don't want to let go, and just allow it to be about the children now. So shout out to Shedeur, Shiloh, and the whole Colorado Buffs, and shout out to Coach Prime. Keep doing what y'all doing, man.